You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
Endgame, John the Don.
Yes.
Real quick, speaking of Endgame, you know, there's a lot of rumors going on that the Endgame means that this is like the end for Bullpen. How's it?
I mean, we're gonna see. You know what I mean? We're gonna see in terms of, you know what I mean? It don't gotta be the end. You know what I mean? Where's the support? You know what I mean? How does anything go on without support? And I'm not saying like Bullpen don't get no support. We get a lot of support, like you know what I mean, to the point where it's recognizable by who we getting support from. You know what I mean? But also, there's a lot of other shit that goes on around it that Bullpen don't focus on. You know what I mean? Like as far as the drama, doing all the other shit to sell cards, we don't focus on that. We really just sell the vibe. We sell the experience. We sell the bars. You know what I mean? I don't want to sell the drama. You know what I mean? So when you get into that, it's almost like a race. Everybody want to do this to go. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like there's a lot of, it's funny you should say that, do you feel like there's a lot of drama and people being sensitive? Like today was like a big day with a lot of people going back and forth on Twitter and
that's been battle rap. Like everybody is high on edge. Like, and then on top of that, when it comes to battle rappers, it's a lot of battle rappers that got battles coming up. And I know when I got a battle come up, I'm on edge about everything. I see somebody say some little, you know what I mean, funny shit or whatever, I'm on edge. I'm on like, what? Like, you see, I'll be responding to got 0 followers and shit, 'cause I'm just on it, like that. So we deal with a lot of that, you know what I mean? At the same time, it's, you know, it's a lot of professionalism, and a lot of times, a lot of doing it just to make it seem like it's more serious than what it is too. Like using that type just to draw attention too, you know what I mean? So it's battle rap. It ain't nothing that we ain't seen before. It's just right now it's being highlighted because of what's going on. Like, why everybody want to do the drama on endgame week?
But I mean, is that good or bad? I mean, sometimes they say all publicity is good publicity. Is that?
I mean, I don't agree with that, but it depends on what you're going for, man. If you just want people to just know who you are because all publicity is good publicity. Nah, good publicity. It ain't no good publicity if you're gonna lose the respect. If you're gonna lose dignity behind the publicity, that's not good publicity. Like, what you gonna like? You know what I mean? Like, you can get publicity by going somewhere and shoot somebody in the head, broad daylight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's publicity, but you're going to jail. Is that good publicity? Like, I don't agree with that. You know what I mean?
But with that being said, back to the Endgame thing. So the title Endgame wasn't being titled as Endgame because this is the last event or anything like that, or was it?
I mean, I'll say you have to tune in to see it. You know what I mean? You have to tune in to see it. You know what I mean? All questions will be answered. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, you know what I mean? But it's just Endgame. I just think it was time. It's just it's just really like the last stage of the process, and when it's the last stage, it's like the final stage. Is like, this is the pinnacle. Like when you look at the NBA, the final stage is the finals. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean it ain't no finals coming up, but it doesn't mean that there is either. Like I'm not rushing to just try to hurry up and throw another card together. We're not doing that until something, you know what I mean? Until I'm like sure that the support is really there, because people are too happy about not supporting a culture that you're supposed to love. I don't understand how you can say you love the culture and this culture consumes your life, but you're laughing at something that's killing it and taking away from you. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing a lot of that, and it's like alarming. And then you see a bunch of other shit that's going on too. That's kind of worrisome. So it's just like, all right, well, you know what I mean? Something else got to shit. Another plan got to be.
So when you say support, you mean like financial support? Because I mean, I know people like. Are you talking about the bootlegging, or are you talking about showing up to events?
I mean, all that, even with how you talk about certain events. Sometimes people talk about events in a negative way, like highlighting certain shit. It's like, that's not gonna help. You could project your opinions on something, I guess, at a certain time in more of a personal manner. That's how I feel, you know what I mean? But you know, just showing support, like instead of saying shit to try to keep people from watching something, you're supposed to promote it to keep people to watching. Because now when you draw and everything, like, come on, like battle rap don't run YouTube no more. Y'all cried for battle rap to go to YouTube, and then YouTube is like ripping battle rap apart, little do y'all know. And then when we try to find other ways to bring the money in now is funny. The bootleg shit is funny. Niggas find this shit funny. Like y'all making jokes. Like yo, oh nah, I ain't doing that. Like yo, base one card to go bad, and then I'm not getting the next card. I'll be bootleg. Like niggas in the blogs making jokes about bootlegging. Like bro, y'all hurting the culture, man. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna let it hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
You know.
And those same people be the same ones that say, pay the bad rappers what they worth and pay them more. Yeah. Come on, bro. If he want 100,000, give him 100,000.
We want to. I want to. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, I've always tried to get everybody the most money possible. You know what I mean? So, but it also got to make sense. Like, it ain't what niggas think it is. Like, these numbers that niggas is throwing around ain't real either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't. And what I mean by that is when niggas saying they bringing in this, they bringing in that, it's not showing. You know what I mean? It's not showing. It doesn't make sense. Because if you go somewhere and you bring in a certain amount of numbers and it's so crazy, that same platform will bring you back in for them same fucking numbers. It would keep happening. It would keep happening. But it's like, nah, it's not what it is. That's why battlers is leaning more towards throwing their own cards, throwing their own battles. I seen this coming in battle rap a long time ago. You know what I mean? This is why Bullpen is here. Now, that's the way it's going to keep going. Battlers are going to have to throw their own events. When you throw your own events, you can see what numbers you pull in, and you pull in the numbers for yourself. Instead of banking on somebody else to pay you, you know what I mean, a certain amount of money. And it's like, all right, you want that, but it's a whole card that got to get built too. You also got to have an opponent, and you know what I'm saying, depending on who you are, you want the opponent to be somebody crazy too. So it's like, all of that shit goes into it, but as a battler, you don't know the other side of it until you get yourself into it. So when battle rappers start doing that and having leads, you start understanding the other side. Now you're gonna have a different perspective. I guarantee you, Cal, Hitman, next year, even Easy right now probably got a whole different perspective on battle rap than they did when they was just battling. Because it comes with the experience. Like, you know what I mean? So I've been seeing that. You know what I mean? I put up with this shit 9 years, man. 9 years, it's a long time, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's to the point where it's like, if I continue, what am I doing? I'm hurting myself at the end of the day because it's like, you ain't really like, what am I doing it for? What am I doing it for? So endgame is really a question. Is it the end? Because it's up to y'all.
15 minutes of fame. You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio. Let's go!